So first thing I need to do this year is to sort out my hair. Hello, welcome to the first video of the year and Happy New Year as well. I haven't seen you since November, it is now January. I just thought I would do like a cute little video where I just do my makeup and answering some fun questions about myself. The last time I did a video like that was probably 2017 or 18. I just thought I would do like a new little one where I'm answering some questions. They're not any particular questions, it's just more like fun little questions that I just thought of that I could answer while I do my makeup. But I'm gonna put this on, so you might think I look funny, just to get the hair out of my face. It's nice to do a video again, sit down and just relax. I'm not gonna show you all the products that I'm using. I'm just gonna do my makeup and then I'll make sure that I link everything down below that I'm using if you want to find them somewhere. I've got my little makeup basket here. Let's start with the first question while I do my primer. The first question is, what's your favourite thing to do when you have a day off? Well, I like to kind of be productive. I always make sure that I cook so we have some food throughout the week. And then I like to watch my TV series that I'm watching currently. I'm currently rewatching Doctor Who, so I've been watching that a lot. I like to watch YouTube a lot, but I've actually taken a break because I was getting bored of it. And then I play The Sims a lot as well on my days off. I haven't played that since probably mid-December now, so I've taken a bit of a break of that as well. Cook, watch my TV series, meet friends obviously, but also on my days off I don't really tend to like to go out. Prefer to do that when I'm already out and working. Next question is, if you could live in any video game world, which one would it be? That one's quite tricky actually. I was gonna say like, The Last of Us, because that's my favourite video game. I don't think I want to live in that world, to be honest, with all the zombies, so I think that is not gonna be my answer. Probably like, that would be cool. Maybe in like Uncharted, and I could be one of Nathan's people that follows him around. That would be fun. Or, like The Sims. And I would obviously not want to live in a simulation or anything like that, but just, my favourite gameplay is like, living in like a cute little cottage somewhere, growing vegetables and flowers and having all the animals and stuff, and then I could just live out my dream in that game, like the reason why probably most of us play the game. So yeah, that would be one of the answers as well. Yeah, I would probably say that. Probably quite a boring answer, to be honest. So next question is, what's the weirdest food combination you have ever tried and like? Well, it's probably not like weird to everybody. I feel like a lot of people have tried this, but McDonald's fries and then dipping it in McFlurry. That is one of my favourite weird combinations to eat. Especially Oreo. It has to be the Oreo one. That's my favourite. I don't know why, but then when the salt from the fries mixed together with the ice cream, and then I kind of just like drink it afterwards when it's melted. And then I like to eat, which is probably not that weird, but I think most people like to eat Nutella with strawberries or banana, but I love Nutella with grapes. That is the best one. And I know that might be a bit weird, but if you haven't tried it, try it. It's really good. But other than that, I don't have a lot of weird food combinations, to be honest. I mean, I probably do. I eat toast with raspberry jam and cheese. A lot of people think that is weird, but it's quite common in Sweden, to be honest, to eat cheese with jam on toast. That is the weird food combinations that I like to eat. Next question is, do you have a favourite childhood cartoon or show? One of my favourite childhood cartoons was Sailor Moon. I loved Pokemon as well. Then obviously like most of the Disney shows like Hannah Montana and stuff like that I would probably easily rewatch today, to be honest, because they're just, I was going to say timeless, but I wouldn't say they're timeless. They're just nostalgic, so for me they're timeless. I could probably watch them when I'm 60 just because it's nostalgic. Oh, what was it called? Totally Spice. Oh my god, so good. Next question is, what's your go-to comfort movie or TV series? So go-to TV series is basically any TV series that I love to watch in general. So like Doctor Who, Vampire Diaries, Pretty Little Liars, Walking Dead. Any of my favourite TV series I can just put on and watch and like not feel guilty about watching it. It's just like comfort to me, you know. And comfort movie, I would say, is like the old, I mean they are old, they're like 20 years old, but like the movies from like the early 2000s, like Legally Blonde, and you got like the Disney movies like High School Musical, Geek Charming as well, Starstruck, like the old like Disney movies from like mid 2000s. Those are like nice to watch, like when you're sick or tired, feel a bit low. They always make me feel better because they always have a happy ending, don't they? So I would say those are like comfort movies for me. Okay, back to the video games. If you could only play one video game for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I think probably I can only choose one, right? I would say The Last of Us, because that is my favourite video game, like of all time. Both of them, 1 and 2. And I'm waiting for the third one, like there has to be a third one, and I keep reading about it. But then also I'm worried like that would ruin it for me. With The Sims, for example, you can just change it up, play new games, you can do new storylines, whatever. So, but at least with that, it's different all the time. It's not like the same story, you can at least change it up. So I would probably say The Sims, just to like make sure I don't get bored of my favourite game ever. Coffee, tea, or something else entirely to start your day. So I've always, probably since like early to mid 20s, I've always had coffee in the morning. But I think that's something that I need to stop, you know, because blood pressure and heart rate and stuff like that. So this morning I actually had a cup of tea instead. I know there's caffeine in that as well, but it's not as much. So yeah, I think a good cup of tea is really nice in the morning. But I do like coffee in the morning. It just kind of, I think it's placebo for me though, to be honest, because I don't feel any effect for it. So that's why I'm changing it to tea now, because I think it's just about having a nice warm cup in the morning of anything, to be honest. And like a big glass of water. I always have like a pint of water in the morning. Hydrate my sleepy body. What is your favourite drink in the morning? Is it coffee? Is it tea? Do you do like a warm lemon tea? What do you like to start your day with? What is the most underrated item in your kitchen? So I have loved to cook recently. I think the most underrated thing I have is one of these. I will show it to you. I'll go and grab it now, actually. I'm back. So it's this thing here. It's like a garlic press. I was always using the thingy-majiggy, and you press it and it comes out, you know. But that one kind of got old and gross, so I didn't really want to use it anymore. So we got that one. It had like very mixed reviews, and they were saying they didn't know how to use it and stuff like that, and it wasn't like working that great. So I was a bit worried like how it would work, but it's one of the like nicest things I bought for myself, because it works, for me it works really well, but you need to know the technique for it as well. Like I understand the comments now afterwards. It's saying like after you've done a couple of cloves, it doesn't like work as well, but if you know the technique, you can work around it. So I would say that's one of the most underrated things I have in the kitchen. Okay, next question. If you had a superpower for a day, what would it be? This question used to change a lot for me, but now it's been the same for a very long time. The superpower that I would want to have is teleportation. I could like teleport home to my parents, and I could teleport to work, like teleport anywhere, instead of like having to buy plane tickets and whatever. Whenever I feel the need to go home and see my parents, don't have to worry about like planning my whole life and book holiday off or anything. I could just like go home for a day and just like spend the day with them and then come back for work the next day, you know. I could travel the world if I wanted to. I could go home whenever I wanted to. It would just be a very nice comfort of life thing to have. I would teleport anywhere I wanted. That would be the dream. What's one song you can't help but sing along to? Any song? I sing along to anything that's on the radio, anything that I know, anything that plays on Spotify, anything that comes up on YouTube. Like I will sing along to anything that I know. But then there's songs that you know you don't like maybe, but I will sing along to them anyway. I can't think of a song that I can't help myself sing along to. But I think one of the ones, and you're gonna not like me for this, but I think Wannabe by Spice Girls. Like I would never listen to that, but on a night out I will sing along and I will dance to it. But I would never like put that song on any of my playlists or anything like that. Yeah, I would say that's a song that I can't help myself singing along to. What's your favourite guilty pleasure snack? Well, I can come back to the fries and Oreo ice cream from McDonald's. That's kind of guilty pleasure for me. People always judge me for that. I would say that's a guilty pleasure snack. I need to do my eyebrows because this one is thicker than this one, as you can see. So I need to get them sorted. Speaking of, that is going to be a video that's going to come up probably after this. I'm going to recolor my roots and do my eyebrows and stuff. So I'm going to film that because these eyebrows need some love. Next question. Do you prefer staying in or going out on weekends? So I'm 30 this year. Could you believe it? I know, right? There's no way I'm 30. No, it's true. I'm 29 and I'm 30 this year. And the older I get, the more I just want to stay at home. And to be fair, I've been this for a long time. And it's like I said earlier, when I have a day off, I don't like to go out. I prefer to do that on the days that I'm already working or I'm already out, because then it's so much easier to just stay out. But on a day off, I'm saying day off because I work weekends. Like I work in retail, so I will have some weekends off, I will work some weekends, but most of the time I will work Saturdays, sometimes Sundays. So when I do have a day off, that is my weekend for me, if that makes sense. But on those days I just prefer to stay at home and cook and maybe buy a bottle of wine, and not drink it by myself. I will drink it with my boyfriend, but watch movies, our TV series that we're watching together, and just drink and eat nice food, That's me. If you could adopt any animal as a pet, real or mythical, what would it be? So let's start with the real pet. Let's start with the real pet, or real animal. I would get a cat, 100%. I've always had cats, never had dogs. I love dogs. I know they're like a lot of work, and working in retail you don't have like the time for it really. And I know like it's the same with cats. You shouldn't really like maybe leave them alone for too much either, but I know they're more independent, so leaving them alone wouldn't be as hard. And then when it comes to the mythical animal, I would probably choose either a phoenix. Love a phoenix, but I love dragons as well. But then also, what am I going to do with a dragon? I think phoenix will be easier. It's a bit smaller. Whereas a dragon, I would need to have a massive farm to be able to have that. But, mythical, we can pretend I have that. So, yeah, I'll probably say a dragon. Imagine like flying around on it like Daenerys. I wouldn't make it attack people though. I would make it a nice dragon. Light fires for me, if I want to. What's a random skill you've always wanted to learn? Well, if we say random skill that I don't know, I've always wanted to learn how to do a backflip. But I feel like I need to be more flexible to do that. But that would be a really cool skill. But if we're going to think practical, like growing, like gardening, I've always like thought that's something that I really want to do. Like I have this small little kit, where you have these like little pots made of soil or whatever it is, and you can like start growing them in small pots, and then when they get bigger you like plant them. I have one of those, but I've probably had that for like over a year now. It's still sitting in the kitchen and I haven't planted it yet, but I really want to. So I think that's a skill that I want to have, like knowing how to grow herbs and fruit and vegetables, and you can just cook it yourself. My parents grow potatoes. I think we had potatoes when we were home last time, if you watched my Sweden vlog, and I made my shepherd's pie that was homegrown potatoes. That is something that I've actually always wanted to know how to do. I always buy succulent plants because they're easy to manage, but I still manage to kill them. And I have my orchid here. It's doing alright. What's one thing you love collecting or would love to start collecting? So I love collecting mugs, but I have enough of them, so I don't really need to collect anymore because there's no space in our cupboards for more mugs. I also like coasters. Coasters are really cute. Like, when you go to like different countries and you just buy a coaster from each country you've traveled, that's really cute as well. So yeah, I would say cups and coasters. If you were in charge of designing your dream house, what's the first thing you'd include? The first thing. Can I say 5 things? I would include a gaming room, a pool. Well, a pool area with like a hot tub and sunbeds, like a whole like pool area. I would include walk-in wardrobe for him and her, and entertainment area with like a pool table, cinema, bar, all of that stuff, and a greenhouse where I can finally live out my dream of growing things. But if I have to choose one of those things, it would probably be the the entertainment area. What's one thing that always makes you laugh, no matter how many times you see or hear it? I don't have anything specific, but I always love like dad jokes. That will never stop being funny for me. And there's some scenes in Harry Potter too, when Harry and Ron is speaking with Gilderoy Lockhart, and they're in his study and he's trying to like run away, and there's a scene there where, let me see if I can find that, where he's basically talking about the books and stuff. Harry's like, you wrote them? And I always laugh at that for some reason, I don't know why. This scene. Like that scene there, like I will always laugh at it, like no matter what, because it's just hilarious. I don't know why. Next question. What's your go-to karaoke song? I've always been thinking of that question for like quite a long time, like what is my go-to karaoke song? But to be fair, every time I'm with like my family, me and my mum will always sing this one song together. The Eurovision Song Contest winner of 2014, Conchita Wurst, Rise Like a Phoenix. Well, I don't want to get copyrighted, but retribution, you were warned. Let's move on from that. Yeah, so I will always sing that song, one of my favourite songs to sing too. So I think that is actually my karaoke song. And then I love to sing Dance With Somebody by Whitney Houston. Oh, dance with somebody, I wanna feel the heat. I love it. And I love like all of the ad-libs and stuff that she adds, and just singing out loud, like, yeah, that's a song that I love to sing along to. So yeah, probably that one as well. The last two questions. If you could visit any place in the world right now, where would it be? Like, if I could just use my teleportation and I would go anywhere in the world right now. I wouldn't go home. So I've seen my parents recently. They came over for New Year's. I'll probably go... You know what? I've always wanted to go to like Australia or New Zealand. Especially New Zealand for like Lord of the Rings and stuff, and see that. But I would never fly there. I would never sit on a flight and go travel that far away. Nowhere in like Eastern Asia either. Like, I wouldn't go that far. If I could just use my teleportation right now, I would teleport myself there. Watch all the Hobbit stuff and Lord of the Rings stuff. Be happy with my life, and then teleport back home. I bought this, and I am going to show this to you. I'm not showing anything of my makeup, but I bought this recently from Selfridges, because that's where I'm working now. Kylie Cosmetics Transformative Lip Tint, and it's so nice. It's a lip gloss, but as you can see, it's black. And I'm going to come closer. It basically tints your lip depending on your pheromones, I believe. So I've tried it on my hand, and for me it's pink. A colleague of mine, it was purple, and then for a customer I was swatching it on her hand, it was more like brown. I obviously have naturally kind of like pink lips, but you can just see how they go really pink straight away. How can black lip gloss tint your lips to be pink? And then the more you apply, the more colour it adds. It's a perfect like summer colour. I have one last question on my little sheet. What's happening with my fringe? What's a quirky habit you have that people might not expect? When I read that question, I thought it said a quirky quirky quirk. I mean, I can tell you my quirky quirk. Trick, maybe. I can burp the alphabet. I don't think I have any quirky habits. I just have weird habits, like biting my nails and picking my nose. So let's go with a quirky quirk. Weird trick that I have, and that's that I can burp the alphabet. Didn't know that, did you? And I'm not going to do it here in front of you, because that's not polite at all. I only do it probably when I've had a few drinks in me and I'm not that embarrassed about it anymore, and I think it's cool, even though it's not cool at all, but that's when I would do it. I'm not going to do it here. I'm not doing it normally. It's just, a weird little quirk that I have. That was 20 weird and random cute little questions. That is all for this video, I believe. First video of the year that I'm filming and uploading. I have more videos on the way, and luckily now I work 30 hours, so I have 3 days off every week, so I have more time to do this stuff, which is good. I do know that I was doing the Wonder Skin lip stain thing, and that is still going to come out. I was filming it on my birthday, which was not the best decision of mine to do because, you know, alcohol. So yeah, that video didn't happen that night, so I just need to make a whole new video from the beginning where I can show you when I'm eating and doing all of that stuff, basically. So that is going to come out, and I have a few videos. Like I said, I'll need to colour my hair, like my roots are coming out, do my eyebrows. So that is the plan. I'm not going to say when they're coming out because I don't know, but we're going to focus on this video, and this will be out as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a bit random, me doing my makeup and just answering random questions. If you do have any more questions that you want to ask me, put them in the comments down below, and I could do like another get to know me video, like a Q&A or something. I know I don't have that many followers out there, but you're 90 people, so you know, if you all ask me one question, that could be a long video of questions. Maybe 2 videos. If you all want to ask me some questions down below, I can also do like a little post on my community page where you can ask some questions as well. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will stay with me and subscribe if you want to see more, and like this video. I would really appreciate it. I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.